Now, in his place is this guy, Edgenasty. Review. So we're going to be watching Edgenasty. I don't know who he's going to play, but it just says first comp match in days. Looks like Dorado, we get this nice like crop thing. I don't know if he like... If he videotaped himself doing this? So, we just say it's Edgenasty. We don't get to see the SR. I could have saw it if I would check, but I don't care. He's plat. Okay. Try to throw it on the low ground. Por favor. Oh, also, if a Winston jumps at you, you can use Concussive Blast to knock his ass around very, very easily in the air. That's why if a Winston does like these if he does one of these jumps, you can easily manipulate him. It's these jumps that are difficult, the low fast jumps. Alright, we're going to spawn for heal? Hey, whatever. I have to do that sometimes too. I like that trap. Because you're at a... To frankly put it, you're at a lower SR and... Alright, I was pretty greedy going for that, but hey, it worked. There he is. There you go. Took a bit. Good thing Mercy was on you. So far, you're doing pretty good. That was a good skill shot. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Reviews can be any hero color. Alright, so this point going fucking swimmingly. Also, I guess I don't want to say you got lucky, but if you can time a Junkrat tire when Mercy reses, bing bang boom, you can put them all the back down. Alright, I like that. Yep, make him pay for having that shield up. Here's the thing, the rest of your team is coming soon, and he's not gonna have a shield. Alright, you want to try to remember where that teleporter sound came from? I think it's in that church. She can see you. Okay, you're good now. Okay. I'm glad you make this decision. Not that one. That was a bad decision. The good decision was you didn't want to sit around and fuck with the Sombra. Yeah, if you do that, if you get in a Reinhardt's face, at least throw it on a trap first. Why is the screen so small? I don't know. The guy recorded differently. But this is what we got, so this is what we use. Yeah, too many people try to fuck around with the Sombra in the backlines. So again, you're... Okay. That worked. That worked. I was gonna say, you need to use your trap more, and you did. This is a VOD? Oh, yeah. This is a VOD. Here's my mouse cursor. We're watching YouTube right now. So... what you have yet to do is go to the high ground. Even the high ground, at this point right here, helps. But from what I can remember about their composition, they don't have many things that traverse vertically. So being up here would be a huge, huge help. They got the Genji. The Reinhardt can't go upstairs. The Mei can't. The Mercy can't really. The Symmetra can't. Oh, you almost did it again, man. At least you dodged it. Now that teleporter's still up. And I think it's in the church. Where did you get the teleporter? Alright, good. Bing, bang, boop! Oh, shoot the back of his shield. There you go. Trap! Oh no! Oh, the Reinhardt's going fucking nutty. I'd actually launch off the Mei. I would try to use that as a double. So, if you ever get the chance, and you get to use a mine for like a Mei Frozen here, definitely jump back while you're shooting her. It'll put you in better position most of the time. Also, keep your focus on the cart and the sides of the cart that create natural choke points. There you go. This is perfect. That's perfect! Alright, alright. Okay, Mei died. So overall, I think you're doing good. You never touched the high ground on this entire point, which I would say is something you would want to look into. Why do I shoot the back of Reinhardt's shield? It's a really, really big target. Junkrat splash damage is 80, a direct hit's 120. If you shoot for the Reinhardt, like, you're gonna hit the back of his shield. Like, don't... The way he was shooting, he was like trying to shoot the little bit of his back, of Reinhardt's back, while the big target of like 100% chance or 100% confirmed damage would have been to shoot the shield. Also, a lot of the time with Reinhardt, I think you just needed to use your... Oh, I just want to see this fight again. You need a punch? That wouldn't have saved you, though. Okay. You did alright. The bigger thing about hitting the back of Reinhardt's shield is you do damage to him. And that means he gets paranoid. He has to see where the damage is coming from, and he's going to focus on you after that point. Your job is not to kill the Reinhardt. It is to kill the Reinhardt, but it's not to kill the Reinhardt. It's to basically introduce this paranoia of where the fuck things are coming from and the amount of damage. You tire that.
Into the iris.
Yeah. So that's what you do. You disrupt defenses. And one way of disrupting them is to make them paranoid, because they're taking damage from they don't know where. And trust me, a Reinhardt's gonna notice when you hit him twice with splash damage. He takes 180 damage. That's a chunk of his health. He's gonna notice that immediately.
We don't have much time. Don't let up.
Okay, hunt this fucker down. Or don't. So you're a little bit jumping into the middle of combat, and you're not using the long-range aspects of junk.
I have secured the payload. Let's move.
You always want to kind of be near cover. You want an escape route, more often than not. Also, at this point, right here, shoot here. When you have this much of a numbers advantage, it's not about shooting them. It's about making sure these guys die 100%. What do you have to do for that? Cut off their escape route. If you lock this down, your team will do the rest. But they get away, right? So you needed to reduce the chance of escape to 0. You didn't need to kill them. Two different ways of approaching that problem. Kill that fucking Rhine. Ah! Punch him! Get in his face, punch him. Oh, man. Alright, that was a little bit excessive. Okay, that was a lot of bit excessive, because you could have been doing more important things on the point. But you did kill him. Now you're in the middle. Okay, here. This was perfect. Essentially, right here is a really stupid place to be. As a Junkrat, either be up here, be on left or right side of the cart so you can get a nice choke point and push straight down. Also from here, you can see this way. See if anyone's flanking around. Or go in deeper, and now you get these same parallel lines that you wanted before, but everyone's looking this way, so you're kind of hidden. So your problem here was that you, again, you're not valuing the long rangeness of Junkrat. Essentially, you just want to sit here. You want to chill here and plug this choke point between this wall and the cart. If you want to get to this point, walk over here. Yeah, and then shoot this way. But you don't need to go in here. And with Zenyatta, essentially this entire area doesn't fucking matter anymore. So what does that mean? Look this way. And then we kind of see what happens here. And then we can fast forward. So, not a bad push. That should be it. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that should be it. I just wanted to say this because you always say that. I've learned to zone like that with Symmetra's small orbs, and it's pretty Gucci. Yeah. I believe Symmetra with her orbs would fire the same way Junkrat does with his grenades. You're both looking for these linear paths that have a high % chance of hitting the target. Okay, also, Shenaniguts brings up a good point. Do not reposition just because you believe you need to reposition. Like, sometimes it's okay to sit somewhere, and like, while you're moving around a little bit left and right, you can still stay in the same place. Like, you don't always have to be repositioning every single time. So, one, you want to throw your trap down. I was about to say someone would be coming that way. That was a good check. I think right here you're a bit... Okay, you're way too attached to this trap. Even if it does hit something right now, you could have gotten 3 more mines off and 2 more traps. This is when it's like, alright, it's not worth it to keep that trap there. See? You could have been trap mining this entire time. Instead, you got 1 trap that didn't pay off anything. Yeah, good. Kill the Reinhardt. That happens. I wish Tyre didn't have that second delay. After you blow it up manually, there's like that second delay of coming back to the camera. You just dancing there? Alright, you could have put an entire clip where you wanted your team would be.
Into the iris.
Yep. That's alright, that happens.
You won't get rid of me that easy. This bomb's for you!
Okay. You needed the trap already? Bum bum bum. That was a rough ult.
I am ready to provide.
Why the black border, Booty Mage? I don't know. It's just the way the guy recorded it. Oh, he almost walked right into that shit. He's dead. Good. That's a good tire. As far as I'm concerned, you kill a Winston like that, you kill essentially one of their big initiators or tanks. That's going to slow down the entire push. Aw, that son of a bitch, Genji. Don't you just hate it when you deflect stuff he's not even looking at? So fighting Winston's tough.
You won't get rid of me that easy.
If he lands on you, I believe he always wins. So if he lands on you, he does 60 damage a second. You do 600 damage in 3 seconds. You need to hit every shot, so you need at least 3 seconds to kill him. If he lands on you, it puts him below the 3-second mark, and he's going to win that fight. So even with perfect 100% accuracy, you're going to lose. That being said, you just probably get away from him. That's your best choice at that point. If he gets a jump on you, get the fuck out. Unless you're getting healed, then which is a different case. Because his accuracy is going to be a lot better than yours. You know what's funny, Potato, maybe too? So I lost a bunch of SR. I'm down to like 4230 or something. If I stopped when I was at 4334 yesterday, when I was 4 away from top 500, I would have been top 500 because the bottom part dropped out. And 4330 is now top 500. I should just handed my self in.
Hunter lays a trap for his prey.
Get her. Trap the health pack if you fucking have to. Alright. So, I just want to go back to this duel for a second. So what you're not doing is you're not choking area from her. So she wants to own this area. Yet you're shooting this way, which is really difficult to hit her. If you go this way, and you start shooting on this line where she wants to be, you then take the health pack away from her. This is a form of area denial and choking. See how you keep on backing up? I mean, I see you're trying to use that thing for cover, but you gotta be right upon it to use it for cover. You're too far away to use it at that point.
Heroes never die. For a price.
Games on my May account, they've been kind of shitty. I actually receive more hate for my May than I do my Junkrat. Again, Winston jumped on you. You gotta You really have to keep your concussive mind in back when a Winston's in play. You need the ability to escape at any point in time.
Succeed, blow it up again.
Trap. Trap.
30 seconds remaining.
Pass into
Okay. Now this is the time. All right. I give people a lot of shit for this. Everyone's like, "Oh, why don't you have show cam on death, whatever that's called, kill cam?" So the past 10 seconds, this man he does not know what's going on in combat, which is really fucking important. You need to know what just happened, what ults were used, what your team did, what their team did. All these things are really, really important. That's why kill cam doesn't really matter. You need up-to-date information. That's more important than seeing how someone killed you. There you go. Right in his face. That trap's good for a Genji. That mercy went to the top left. Good. Alright. Genji still got the angle on you. That happens.
60 seconds remaining.
What? Mercy for Junkrat.
That's a fine how do you do?
If your team had kills, I would say it's worth it, but your team just died, so... Very dangerous. Okay. Alright, these are one of the times you need to prioritize staying alive and be with your team over than just diving on the cart.
30 seconds remaining.
Hey, Charlie, it's on me.
but we must all
Helden sterben nicht.
At times like those, just sit back, shoot some grenades, like mess with their formation, make sure they can't go somewhere where they want to. Damn, that Winston's on you constantly. Oh, it's because you're diving way too far. You're not even diving. You're just kind of going up too far. You're walking up, which is really easy to punish. So remember, long-range junk. You can start shooting. Yep, you're shooting now. You don't need to walk forward. Like right here, you don't need to be doing this. It helps, but like your team's on the cart. You don't have to worry about it that much. It's better to go sit back and see what could happen.
into the iris.
And you win. So yeah, don't go on the card if your team's there. On offense, it would be different because the card heals you, but not offense. Oh, piggity pow. I think your accuracy is acceptable for where you're at. I think it's fine. Your position, look for high ground more often. On attack, you didn't use it at all. And then look to shut down a lane. No one can read this. I can't even fucking read it. So shutting down a lane is what I'm talking about. It's what I do when there's a cart here, and then there's a wall here, and a wall here. I want to shut down one of these lanes. So I'm going to shut down this lane, or I'm going to shut down this lane, or if they got someone hiding back here, I'll shoot up and over and try to shut down this. Right? I just want to take one of these away from them and force them somewhere else for my team to deal with it. Like if my team's attacking here, I'm probably going to attack this far left one, because then they can't retreat. They're going to be closer to the enemy, which I want. Look to shut down lane. And lanes appear in places you may not expect. It's basically based on position. So that one thing in King's Row... let me just come back to this on King's Row at the end. So logistics, trap more. Save mine if a Winston is on you. Save for Winston. Essentially, if a Winston's constantly jumping on you, you need something to push him back, damage him, and get you out. It'll make him just think about jumping on you every single time. If he keeps on killing you, he's going to keep on doing it. You just have to make him question his judgment at times. I think info layer, you're doing just fine. But positioning. Where is it at? I'll show you. Stream. Snapshots. King's Row. Bye. Here we go. Perfect. So, most people don't know about this choke point. I've already told everyone how I attack this, right? This is essentially my attack path. This is kind of my attack path. But if you look at the area I'm choking off, right? So I would choose to do this. So now all of this area is mine, right? And they don't want to go over here because it is riskier for them. It's going to be more disconnected from their team. But as I come up here, I then shoot this way. And then I shoot this way. And then I shoot this way. And if my team's applying pressure this way, all of a sudden, they start getting cut off from what they can do. And then finally they're right here and right here. And I shoot straight down, and all of a sudden, this is a lane. This is a choke point right here. Right? That's an easy shot for Junkrat. That's how you kind of make choke points based on map design. And people don't see that choke point normally, but it exists. That's funny when I do this to people, they're like, "Oh, you're just spamming," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. I know exactly where you're going to be and how you work." So this is how you do that. That's how you make a choke point where no choke points exist. You can do that in every map. Like when I said like the parts here. You got a line. Like here's like 3 very easy lanes for you to shoot on. And you want to shoot on them to either deny it from them or to allow your team for another way. Like, just think about the effect of denying this. Alright, so they're all right here now. Now, that doesn't mean you get to take advantage of that, but maybe your team can. Stuff like that. And, yeah. But overall, I think it was fine. For Platinum level, yeah. Also, I will say this. For Platinum level people, so I'm leveling up my May. I got her up to mid-diamond, almost Masters.
Recognized.
If there is one thing I can tell you Platinum and Diamond people do, is they're so fucking afraid. It's hard for your DPS to be effective when the entire team is passive. Like, you really do have to push forward. You have to fill space when space is there. Little to no initiation on those lower levels. Pretty much none. I'll just say there's no initiation. So, and I know a lot of DPS players, like, it's not up to you to initiate, but if you can cause a pick, that is a form of initiation. Because that will allow your team to have more faith in pushing, and they'll push, and that's the initiation. So that's how you can control initiation without actually initiating. Is giving your team faith of pushing is the right decision. Now that means you can do it with a pick, or you can do it with denying area. Right? If I lock down an area and I show an area is really safe, and that's the next logical point for my team to go to, that is a way of initiating. But this is there's a fucking it's how to win at a psychological level. Is what I want to get at. It's not winning through accuracy, maybe with the pick it is, but it's not winning through position or logistics, or it's more information that it allows your team to feel safer up front, so they will go more up front. Also, we have Stealth Tech 20XX for the 3-month resubs. This Chro, honestly, these help me so much. Keep up the awesome. That's it. Keep up the awesome. Oh, I'm gonna fucking doing as much awesome as I can, man. Thank you. And so, without any questions, or do we have any questions, I should say? Do I shut down these so-called cart lanes with May and my Smurf? Yep. Did I hear about stanking all of them? Yeah, I'll address that later.